Hi, I'm Todd Anderson,
Brian Braun-Duin.
and you're watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com. All right, so we're finally back from SCG Philly, where I won.
Did you?
You got ninth.
I wasn't there.
Oh, you got
But I
ninth
got
at
ni-
Grand Prix SeaTac.
Yeah.
No, we're filming this the week before. Obviously, it's Monday. Thanks for tuning in to the Versus series on Star City Games.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be playing a little bit more standard. This weekend, though, we're going to be doing a little bit something a little bit different. We're going to Grand Prix Atlanta, Commander Celebration, Battle for Zendikar Limited main event.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be a limited offer only to everyone who comes.
No, it's not actually. Anybody can come. We have no cap. I don't think. I don't know.
I
Maybe
just
that's
wanted
not
to use the
true.
word limited in a sentence.
I know.
Yeah.
I got it.
I didn't take time to draft it up, but maybe next time I'll seal the deal. So.
All right, so this weekend, if you're not already planning on going to Grand Prix Atlanta for all the Commander Celebration, I don't know if you've actually looked at any of the cards yet, but they look sweet.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of the buzz right now going on social media is crazy for this set, and, you know, there's a lot of cards that look really fun. The decks themselves look like they're like pretty fun to play against each other, which I don't think has been necessarily true in the past. Most people just buy these, you know, they play them once or twice, and then they just break them apart and put all these cards into their own commander decks. But a lot of these cards and the way these decks are built actually looks like it should be a lot of fun to play them against each other. But yeah, we're doing a big Commander Celebration at Grand Prix Atlanta. The main event is going to be Battle for Zendikar Sealed because we aren't at the point where we're doing Commander one-on-one for like competitive tournaments, unfortunately. It would be fun. I love one-on-one Commander. So.
Yeah, I think that'd be sweet, actually, but...
Yeah, but today we're going to be playing a little bit more standard. I'm going to be playing Patrick Chapin's deck from the top 8 of the Grand Prix in Indianapolis last weekend. And the deck looks weird. Like, there's some cool one-ups in the main, like the Hallowed Moonlight, the Surge of Righteousness, and, you know, there's like... Other than that, though, it's like generically just a normal... Esper control build. Like, it's not a Dragon's base version. It has just like 2 Ugins and just like a bunch of counter spells and removal.
As for me, I'm playing Bob Culp's Abzan deck that he finished in the top 16 with, and it's basically an interesting deck. It's a lot like the Esper tokens decks that we've seen, but instead of being Esper, it's Abzan, and it has basically Catacomb Sifter, which generates a token and also helps curve into a turn 4 Wingmate Rock.
Oh, that sounds great.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, let's go ahead and get to the games and see who takes it down. All right, so we're here for the start of the match. Let's roll 7s, see who goes first. Whoop. 11 versus 4.
7-11.
7. 5.
Tilt.
Brian loses a lot of 7s games.
I do win the 8 game a lot, though.
All right, well, my opener has no land, so we're going to go ahead and toss this one back. No need to bother.
My opener has a combination of lands and spells.
Interesting.
I'm going to decide to keep it.
All right, we'll just do a quick shuffle. I've been shuffling for like 10 minutes now, so cut seats. All right, we got 6 and a scry.
Cut you right to the hippo.
I mean, yep, that's true. All right, well, this one is keepable, but it's not great. We actually really want a land and an untapped one at that. And we found one, so we'll lead off with Sunken Hollow and say go.
I'm going to lead off with the old Shamble Shark. You're up.
That card's not legal. Plains, Jace, go.
Jace is...
Great.
Ooh, that is...
You draw your like one-way kill him on two.
Drew a Silk Wrap off the top.
Jers.
Wrap that up.
That's a medium tilt.
All right, you're up.
All right, cut. 19-20. Draw. Yeah, we're going to lose. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, good evening. This guy.
Kill it in response to the ability.
All right.
All right.
It dies, I'll search.
We've talked a lot about how few things I have to kill this, so it's like not even a question whether I'm breaking them off or not.
I wonder if I should even... Let's see, what can I even get? I guess it's just plains or...
So you took one off of that, right?
Yeah, I did take one off of that. I guess I'll just get my other Canopy Vista, so I don't have to draw it.
Alright.
And I'm done.
Land. Not quite. Blech.
Another Hase. Alright. getting constricted here. All right,
You're
draw
getting constricted?
by my headset, not by the game.
Uh-oh.
We'll play the Gid Father. Make a knight. You're up.
All right. We missed the land drop, so that's okay for us. I'll go ahead and loot. I think we actually want to hit land drops. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to discard Ojutai's command. I'm going to get an island and say go. Gonna put
Probably
me to
has additional copies of the Oj, as they say. Alright, I'll attack with a knight ally.
Alright, 16.
I will make another knight ally.
Yep.
And I'll pass the turn.
I will dig through the times.
Sure.
Now, it's going to make it so we don't flip our Jace next turn, but I think that's okay. Alright, so we got a couple of decisions here. I think that these two are the ones that we're really leaning towards. But I think I actually just need to take these two to guarantee that we can actually deal with that Gideon. Alright, I'm going to take those two. I really do want this card for later, though. But we do have a second one that we can maybe find. Alright, untap. Draw. Alright, loot.
Sure.
Go.
I'm going to attempt to secure the waste for 3.
That resolves.
Alright, take 3 warrior tokens. Draw. I will Emblem Gideon.
Okay.
Cast Sorin, Solemn Visitor.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, sure.
I'll plus the Sorin. Send the boys.
Alright, so 4, 8, until I told her 17.
It is 17.
Alright, I'll gain 4 draw card, I guess.
Alright, so you're at 20.
And I'll go 3, you go to 36.
Yep.
Okay. My turn.
Go.
Draw. So I think we just need to find a Wrath. If we don't find a Wrath, I think we're dead. It's possible I want to fetch first. Oh no. Well, no, if I fetch first, I can actually dig, and I can maybe dig into Languish.
If you fetch, you can also flip your Jace,
Yeah.
which prevents you from losing it to a Wrath that you draw.
Yep. Alright, so we'll go to... Although that means we're probably going to die to your Shambling Vents.
Well, it's 3 power anyway.
Yeah. But, yeah, okay. I think I'm just dead regardless because of the Shambling Vents. Loot, draw. Alright, dead.
Yep. Catacomb Sister's a great card.
Alright, I'm on the play here for game 2, and against neither White Orchid decks, I'm actually under the impression that there are some decks that do want to draw against them. This one might even be one of those decks, because he's not able to put a ton of pressure on me early in the game. And I have a lot of cheap counter spells and things like that to kind of stave off his early stuff. But for the sake of just doing what everyone else does for now, I'm just going to choose to play because I do want to see just how good Night of the White Orchid is out of Brian's deck. And that's one important thing at testing is you shouldn't metagame against yourself when you're doing this kind of stuff. So I'm going to keep mine.
I'm going to keep as well. My hand is average. I guess. I don't really know how to describe it. You're up.
All right, go.
All right, so I guess I can get a forest if I need to. I'm not sure exactly the right way to fetch, but I'm going to fetch a plains here and play this for 1.
Yep. So 19, 20.
Yep.
All right, go.
All right.
No more cuts. Too much shuffle.
Fetch lands are great. Well, that was actually a pretty good draw. Drew a Knight of the White Orchid.
All right, I think I just have to clash this and hope that he doesn't draw any more lands, or at least not enough to really do stuff.
All right, I'm gonna fetch a forest and tick up my hanger.
Sure.
Go ahead.
We'll untap, draw. I'm gonna go to 18.
Uh, 19, right?
No, it's 19. I'm stupid.
I should be at 18.
Yep. I'm gonna main phase and anticipate to dig for a land. Oh, too many. Sorry. I'll shuffle in a second and then put these on bottom as per standard regulations. Because I saw too many cards. All right. Drew the second hollow. It's your go.
All right. I will untap and draw. And let's see. I'm gonna just play Catacomb Sifter. I actually don't have a spawn.
Sure.
Ready? Oh, here we go. Here's some scions. Make scion. Get you for 2.
17.
Play a Shambling Vent. So you go.
Okay.
I could like level up a hanger, but I think I'd rather have the scion, and I'd rather play the Shambling Vent so that my mana's better in subsequent turns.
Alright, go.
I feel like I'm going to get Ojutai's Commanded. Oh, draw. Well, that makes drawing Gideon a good draw. I'll play Gideon.
Alright, I'll counter it unless you pay 3.
Can only pay 2, so Gideon is countered. I think I want to just level my hanger again. So get you for 3 and level hanger.
14.
Go ahead. Bringing hanger back.
Yeah. Go.
Draw. Play Canopy Vista. Send the boys. Send the squad on in.
Alright. Take 6 down to 8.
Yep. And I'll pass the turn.
Alright, bounce this, kill this.
What's the tilt? Let's see if I want to do anything in response to that. I don't think so. This dice goes in my hand.
Draw. Go.
And we'll attempt to secure the wastes for 5.
I really wish I knew the theme to the Sailor Moon song, because Callie sings every now and then. It's always some by moonlight.
It's just disgusting.
It's great. It's great. It's what it is. I think you mean it's great.
Yeah, I don't think that's what I mean. Get you for 1.
Yep, I'm a 7.
I will play a Wingmate Rock. I'll play a land first. I'll play a Wingmate Rock.
Sure.
Alright, so
Get a
yeah, get a buddy day rock. And then I'm going to fetch.
So, is that second fetch, 18, or third fetch?
17. It's my third.
17.
Alright, so I can get a Canopy Vista. a Plains or Sunken Hollow. I guess I'll go to Sunken Hollow. And I'll hanger for 1.
Alright. I will horribly awry that.
Horrible Ari. I'm done. The Pro Tour Andrea Mengucci couldn't pronounce horrible Ari. Horribly awry, and he called it horrible Ari. So that's what we refer to Ari Lex as at this point.
Alright, we're gonna gamble a little bit. We're not even. Oh no, we might just die if we do that. Miss. YOLO.
Trying to hit Languish.
No. I'm gonna go land and planar outburst.
Trying to hit the land then, maybe.
Yep.
Alright. That's bad for me. Draw. And that was a bad draw.
You zap-o-matic me for 2.
Get you for 2.
19-5.
Play a Sifter. Make a Scion and play a land.
Alright. Draw. You only have 1 Shambling Vent, right?
And actually, before you untap, I'm going to fetch as well, just so that if I scry with Sifter, I don't lose out on this.
Alright, we're going to go to 4. I'm going to play Ugin and tick up and hit that.
Good.
So we are dead to a Sorin or a Gideon, but I think just like sitting back on Shambling Vents for a turn is wrong. We should give him like a 1-turn window to kill us with those, and then next turn we like start attacking with our Shambling Vents to gain life, I think.
Alright, put you at 1.
You're at 20.
Yep. And then I will play a hanger back for 2.
Okay.
You're up.
Ugin is not very good against this deck, I will say that. So if we attack with one of these, they'll put us at 3, and if we block here, we go to 5. We block here, we go to 5. Let's see, or if we attack, he blocks, we go to 3, and then he attacks with those 2. Yeah. So, but if we attack with both, we go to 5, and then he just takes it and cracks us back for 5. So, I'll attack with 1.
Alright, let's decide if I want to block this or just take it. I think I'll just take it.
Alright, so I go to 3.
18 to 3.
Play this, tick up on you, you're at 15, and say go. Actually, no, I should have killed this guy. I'm gonna do that. You're at 18. That's real dumb.
Okay, kill this thing?
Yeah, with the tick up.
Sure. Right, activate Shambling Vents.
Yep.
And attack both at Ugin.
Right. Activate.
Sure.
I'll block, hang it back.
Okay.
So I go to 5. Ugin goes back down to 9. You get 2 Thopters.
Yep. The reason I attack him, Ugin is because he can ultimate it, and I can never win if that happens. So, go.
Alright. Second verse, same as the first. I go to 7.
18 to 7.
Yeah. Forgot you gained the 2 last turn. Shoot one of them. Here we go.
Fetch. Tilt.
What was it?
Abzan Charm.
That is a tilt.
And I get just a Plains, I guess.
Alright, so 17-7. So we got.
Yep. Alright. Need to draw a real Gasseroni here.
Is that the San Francisco treat, or?
That's a good card. I don't know how I'm supposed to use it, though. Second, activate the shambles. You have 2 cards.
Yep.
Ugh. Draw 2, lose 2 with Abzan Charm.
Okay.
That's 16. Draw.
Maybe 15 because you went down 17 from your fetch.
Okay. That's the point, I guess. Attack Ugin with the Thopter, and I'm going to Abzan Charm to put 2+1/+1 counters on it.
I will negate that.
Alright. And then I'll Abzan Charm and put 2+1.
No! Wow! Just charm and a double charm. Alright, so I guess that's not that big a deal.
No, it's not that
So he
bad.
goes to 8.
Go ahead.
Tick up on that.
Yep. My plan was to double charm the Thopter and make it a 5/5, but
Alright, hit you.
alright. 12 to 9.
Jason Rooney. Here you go.
Jace Rennie. Alright. Activate Shambling Vent and attack Ugin.
I think it is worth the chump block here to try to ultimate Ugin, so we're going to do that.
Alright, so I go to 14. I'll play Wingmate Rock.
Sure.
Go.
I'm going to ultimate price the actual.
The Factual Rock.
Yep. Well, now that he played Wingmate Rock, I kind of want to just zero the Ugin to kill the bird, and then have 2 Shambling Vents to protect from his. So we'll do that. 0. Go. Like, it's pretty likely I find a way to actually just kill the bird by draw 7, gain 7, but it's pretty tough for him to do anything to my Ugin with the card that I drew.
Yep.
So, alright. Good on the 1 ultimate. So I draw 7, gain 7.
I mean, it was at 10, so it dies.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to concede that. I can't. I'm not going to beat that.
That's it. Alright, mine's quick and easy. Surge of Righteousness. Spot removal in general is pretty bad against this token-based strategy that Brian's brought, so we're going to be trimming those. And the Horribly Right on the draw, I think it's great on the play, since it can help us deal with Knight on turn 3 pretty easily, as well as Hangerback Walker, but it's going to have very few targets after turn 2, and when we're on the draw, I think it's just too bad, especially with how many lands we have in our deck to come into play tapped. Let me bring in a bunch of Duresses, Painful Truce to help combat opposing discard spells, just raw card advantage for grinding, and then a second Dragonlord Slumgar since it's such a clean, powerful answer to Gideon.
Alright, for me, I am going to be bringing in basically all my discard and Utter End as a removal spell, Den Protector for value. And then I decided to bring in 4 Anafenzas. Since I'm on the play, Knight's much worse. So I'm cutting Knights and Wingmates, Silk Wrap and a cut. And maybe it's wrong to cut all these Wingmates, but he does have Wrath, so to make them much worse, and also like Ojutai's commands and things. So, and maybe it's wrong to cut Knight even on the play, just because it's a 2-mana aggressive threat that can chip shot some damage and set me up for like future cards to kill him. But we're gonna try it with Anafenza instead of Knight.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna keep my hand. It's like kind of awkward. The mana is not great, but I think it's better than a 6.
Alright, we're on 6 already. We're going to get a Scry. I think we have to keep this one. Our deck is very mana intense. Yeah, it's a little awkward though. We really want a couple more things to do. I guess this is something to do, so I guess we'll keep it.
Planes go.
Alright. Just in case we need to do stuff later in the game, I'm going to go fetch Swamp and play a Duress.
You get an Ob Nixilis,
Oh,
a
wait.
Hangerback, and a Den Protector.
Alright, here you go.
That's really awkward. I think I actually just play this and say go.
Sure. What a sweet draw. Alright, play Jace.
Alright, I'll go to 19. You're at 18?
Yep.
Canopy Vista. I guess I should have led with the Flooded Strand, but I wanted to search up either Sunken Hollow or Canopy Vista, depending on which one I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had led with it and gotten a Canopy Vista, I would have been able to curve out much better. But oh well. Either way, we're gonna take a point and play an Anafenza.
That's pretty good. So 18 all.
Yep, here we go.
Very much regretting taking out that murder's cut right now. I guess we can always just block loot to flip our Jace and prevent some damage. So we can start with an Anticipate, and if we draw something to play for 1, like a Duress, we can go ahead and do that, maybe? We'll just keep old majoring. Sounds fine. Go.
Right, I'll draw and send on in.
We'll block in loot.
Sure.
Flip.
Alright, here I just want to play a hanger back for 2.
Okie doke.
And say go.
Draw. Man. Alright, take up target hanger back.
Sure.
And say go.
Alright, tap and draw.
Do you know what happens if a Jace dies to Anafenza? Does it go to the graveyard?
It does, yeah.
Pretty sure it did, but
Yeah, because it's considered a planeswalker. Go to combat.
sure.
I will. Let's see. Yeah, I think I just attack here. So we'll attack with both and send. Anafenza at Jace, hanger back at you.
Alright, I go to 17.
Yep. I feel like Ojutai's command is a thing that's going to happen. So I'm just going to... I don't want to play that Den Protector. I'm just going to play Catacombs after taking a point.
Alright. Unfortunately, I think we do just have to counter this. We don't have a Wrath yet. If we find a Wrath, that'd be fine. Alright. I'm gonna go counter draw, I suppose.
Alright, so you're at 16.
Yep. We could always draw another way to answer Den Protector. Okay, my turn.
Yep.
Draw. Oh no. Oh no, I messed up. I messed up, Brian.
How'd you mess up?
I fetched wrong.
Mm.
Although technically I don't think I fetched wrong. I just drew in such a way that made it so that I fetched wrong.
Fetch stream and then drew stream.
Yeah. Alright, tick up on Anafenza and say go.
Good. Alright, draw. What do you have in your graveyard?
Command, a Duress, and an Anticipate.
Alright, I'll go to combat.
Sure.
We'll send Anafenza at Jace and Hanger back at you. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to play around like removal spells as best as possible.
We'll utter in the Inoffensive, and I'll take 4.
Sure. So
Go
go
to
to
12.
12. And now I guess he can use Jace to flashback Utter End on Hangerback, but I think that that's better than... If I had sent Hanger at Jace, he would have just Utter Ended the Hanger. And I could have sent them both at Jace to kill Jace, but...
Well, if I utter in this, Jace goes to 1, so...
Yeah, Jace would just go to
annoying.
1, yeah, so it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, but...
You have 2 cards in hand?
Yep.
Alright, tick up on Dim Protector. I'll Slum Guard the Hangerback Walker.
Sure.
Alright, go.
We'll unmorph,
Oh, that was real stupid.
get back up next to
Wow,
Reignited.
that was horrible. Yeah, that was just the worst ever. Alright, cool.
Alright.
Cool.
We'll play up Nicholas. I'll take 2, go to 15.
Yeah, that was just stupid.
Yeah, kill that guy and get Jace for 1.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Let's see if we can pull back out of this after that bonehead mistake. Probably not. Our draws have been quite bad. So what we can do is Jace, tick down, get Oshai's command to draw a card, get back Jace. And then next turn we can utter in something. And since we have so little going on in our hand right now, maybe that's right. Because if we can potentially hit like a Dig Through Time or Painful Truths. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. It'd be pretty low if we do Painful Truths, but guess we can maybe. Alright, sure. I'm gonna Jace and then I'm gonna Oshai's command it back.
Okay.
And draw a card.
Okay.
Alright, so alright, I'll address you.
Gideon, Abzan Charm, Catacomb Sifter.
Guess we will take Gideon.
Okay.
Go.
Alright. Untap and draw. That's a good draw. Plus up Nicholas.
Okay, you go to 15.
Go to 14 actually.
Sure.
Draw a card. Play a Sunken Hollow and Tacky for 7.
Okay, I go to 5.
And I don't want to add to this board in case he rats me, so we'll say go. And Ugin's not that great on this board because of the power of the hang. The hanger.
Well then. It's unfortunate. Yeah, we're gonna loot.
Okay.
Man, oh man. I have no idea what to do here. Let's see, so I guess we have to start by discarding the flip Jace, and we will. You have 3 cards.
Yep. Okay.
Alright. I will utter end the Hangerback.
Okay.
And say go.
I will attempt to secure the waste for 5.
I will negate.
Okay.
Go.
And so you're at 5 right now?
Yep.
Draw a card. Plus up Nicholas. Go to 13. Draw from that. Just gonna try to kill you.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
My plan was to hopefully draw a land so I could outburst and attack and kill that.
Oh, sure.
But tough plan. Could have maybe kept the Ojutai's command over the negate, but I would have died to the secure anyway, I think. Alright, I'm on the play here for game 4, and this hand looks pretty stout. Keep this one.
My hand looks reasonable too.
Go.
It's a little land heavy, but go.
Alright, fetch a plains and play Jace and say go.
We'll just play Citadel and say go.
Alright, no 2-drop here is fine. We desperately want to draw a counterspell so we don't get whooped on by Night of the White Orchid. Draw. Loot. Go.
Okay. I'll attempt tonight.
Results.
I'll search up a Canopy Vista and then play another one.
Okay. In your turn, I'm going to cast Anticipate.
Sure.
I'll keep one of these good spells. Put these other 2 good spells on the bottom, I guess. Loot. Yuck. Go.
Okay. Draw. That's probably a pretty reasonable draw. Bash in with my knights.
18 to 20. Or sorry,
17, yeah. 17, 20. And just fetch a forest.
19, 17.
You could easily get punished by like a wrath here, but it's the price you pay sometimes. I'm just gonna cast an Anafenza.
Results.
I'm done.
Untap, draw. Loot.
Sure.
I don't like this card very much. I'm just gonna keep this card in that.
Majoring Network.
And we're gonna flip this, play this, and cast Languish. And then tick up.
Okay.
Pass turn.
Just cast a Gideon.
Yep.
Make a knight. Here we go.
Ooh wee. Ooh wee baby. Ooh wee baby. I'm gonna steal that Gideon and tick it all the way down.
Sure.
Alright, we get a swamp. So we get an emblem. And then I'll just tick up on that and say go. I got these 2 Shamble events ready to roll. That was great. That was a great draw.
It's a tilt, but
One man's tilt's another man's treasure.
is that how it actually goes? I don't know.
I don't know.
I'll just say go.
Alright, well, I assume that that is going to be a Secure the Waste for a literal 1,000. It's actually a reasonable draw there. Yeah, just tick up on this and protect Jace. Maybe ultimate it. Don't really want to cast Anticipate or Languish, so I'll say go.
Try to secure the waste for a literal million for 6.
6. Alright, we are going to dig and we're going to leave open. There's no reason to leave open 3 mana because Clash and Negate cost 2, and we don't have enough blue to dig and cast the other one. What's it called? I don't remember the name of it. Scatter? Scatter to the wind. So we need delve 3. Let's get rid of these 3 lands. Come on, counterspell. Alright. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. I'll clash it for... Actually, I don't want this other thing. I want this big thing. We'll clash it and put these on bottom.
Okay.
And here we go.
Alright, I'll fetch.
So 18 to 16.
Yep. Let's get a Sunken Hollow. How many cards do you have? 3?
3. Blush.
I'm going to Abzan Charm to exile your guy, and then play a Morph.
Okay.
Go.
I'll play Wrath.
I'll flip this up and get back Gideon.
Alright, we'll tick down to 5 and then delve my whole graveyard to cast Dig. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need a deck list check. How many Sunken Hollows am I playing? It matters a lot, actually. 3. 1, 2. I have all 3 in play. Okay. Alright. So that's whatever. So I guess I'll just take... No, that seems bad. So I'll just take these 2. And I'll say go.
Yep. We'll probably just play this Gideon. Yep. Play Gideon. Just make a thing. Activate Shambling Vents and tech for 2.
Alright, so you're at 20 again?
Yep.
And I'm still at 16.
And then I'll say go.
So we can attack both creature lands at the Gideon. He has to just chump block, but then he gets to kill Jace. I think this is wrong, but we're gonna Ugin and -4.
Yep, sure. 15.
I'm gonna tick down the Jace first so that it just dies. Or can I even do that? You may cast target. Oh no, I can't even do that. I need to have a target for it. So okay, and I get a land out of the deck. Here we go.
Alright, gonna need something good. That's pretty good. Alright, activate Shamble, Abzan Charm it, kill your Ugin.
Ugin down, you gain 4 up to 24.
Yep. Go ahead.
Go. I'm gonna go ahead and go to 14.
Okay. I am going to cast Knight of the White Orchid.
Sure.
Alright, search for planes. And then I will play Blooded Strand and crack for another planes.
So 23 to 14.
Yep, and pass the turn.
Alright, so an 8 for a dig.
Sure.
Yeah, 1 card in hand.
Yep.
I'm gonna take these 2. And it's fine. Untap. Draw. So let's see. Take up, kill that. Say go.
I will secure for 1 less than the maximum amount.
Alright, I will negate that.
Okay. Draw. Attack Ugin for 4. Gain 4. Play another event.
27.
Here we go.
Oop. I will tick up, hit you for 3.
I'm at 24.
And say go.
Oh. Let's see. White, black. I will activate both my Shambling Vents.
Okay.
And attack Ugin with both.
Activate mine.
Sure.
Block here. And Murderous cut the other one. Delve 2.
Alright, I'll attempt to Abzan Charm this one. Take 1.
I will scatter that.
Alright, that's game.
Okay.
I did have a Caves on top, so maybe Caves Coilless. Maybe I would get my way out of that one.
Yeah, maybe. Never know.
Alright, this hand is a little slow, but I think it's a keep.
Alright, we're on 6 yet again. Another one-lander led to a mole. We're going to keep this one. We're just looking for any sort of counterspell or interaction in the top couple. Another land's not really what we're looking for.
Alright, play this.
Alright, go.
Draw. We can play this, or we can play this to set up for this. I think I just play this, so fetch for a plains and play hanger.
Yep. Fetch island, say go. 19 all.
Alright.
Yep.
Okay. Draw. Okay. It's pretty good. Kind of still want to just play this, though. We're just going to do this and say go.
Alright, we'll play anticipate.
Okay. I'll level.
Sure. Alright, we're going to take this for sure. Tap. Draw. Go.
Tap, draw. I'll play Catacomb Sifter. I'll fetch first, then play Catacomb Sifter.
Sure.
Guess we'll leave this sometime and get a forest. So I get a Eldrazi Scion, and then I think I just want a level hanger, so I'll say go.
I will fetch. Go to 18. Ooh, that felt bad. I might have damaged a card. I did.
Card or a sleeve?
I don't know. Probably both.
Yeah, it's just a Windswept Heath, no big D.
Yeah.
NBD.
Sorry.
In your upkeep, I'm gonna level.
That's fine.
Go. I level in the upkeep because it forces him to blow mana on his turn if he wants to kill it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also before he has drawn a card if he does draw like a removal spell.
Mm-hmm.
So just play caves. I will transgress the mind.
I'll get a swamp and negate it.
Right.
It's a little awkward having to use negate on that, but I mean that's kind of what he's playing his discard spells for, either to take away the options out of my hand or to force my hand with counter spells. So.
Alright, I'll send the boys.
I'll take 6, 7 total with the fetch, so it should put me at
11. Yep. And then let's see. I think I'd just play another Catacomb Sifter.
Okay.
And take a point for that. So 17, I believe.
Sure. 17, 11.
Yep. Go ahead.
Actually really tough. I think I'm just going to be tapping out for the next few turns, so Scatter feels like it's probably the worst. And then I will... I don't know which one of these I want to do. Got so many options here.
It's bad for me.
You guys use the more mana efficient one. Although one of these, actually no, we use this one because we can get punished by Abzan Charm. So we'll just do this and then tick up on one of the tokens afterwards.
Okay, so I get to scry
2, 4, 6, 7 times.
8 times.
Oh, they all
2,
die
4,
at the same
6,
time,
7,
too.
8. Yeah.
That's fine.
All right, so I get 8 scry 1s and 3 Thopters. All right, so I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, but let's see. I think that is actually the card I'm looking for. So I'm gonna leave that on top.
Okay, and this one has -2. Here you go.
Sure. And because of like, I don't know, he has so much removal and things like Dragonlord Silumgar. Well, maybe that's just bad. I'm not sure whether to play around. Well, I'm definitely casting it. I'm not sure whether I should play around a Dragonlord or another Wrath. I guess you can...
Well, I can just flashback the Wrath if you don't nag, right?
That's true, yeah. But, like, that's fine, I guess. Like...
Yeah, because you can still kill Jace with the attack next turn, maybe.
Yeah, like, I think I'm just gonna make a Knight and hope I don't get Silumguard and attack Jace for 2.
Jace at 4.
Go.
All right. Kill Gideon -3/-3 knight, and tick up on Thopter.
Okay.
Go.
All right. That's a good one. Duress you.
Painful Truce, cut, or planar outburst.
Hmm. I'm gonna take the Painful Truths. Draw 2, lose 3.
14-11.
Yep. 1, 2. I only draw 2. That was Painful Truths for a second. Attack Jace.
Jace at 3.
Go.
I don't really want to just wrath away Thopters, but if I get to untap with Jace on a board with just like a creature or even a planeswalker, we can just kill the planeswalker and bounce the creature or whatever. So I think that's fine. Let's do this. Tick up. Say go.
Yep.
Might be bad, but
All right. I'll duress you.
all right. Anticipate cut.
I will take. I'll take the Murderous Cut.
Okay.
And I'll fetch to 13 and play a Morph.
That's pretty good. All right. We'll draw. So it's gonna get back. We can keep the Dim Protector in check for the most part. I would assume he's just gonna get back an Abzan Charm and draw some cards, since he can't kill my Jace and I can just Slumgar's command. So we'll target this and just say go. I assume you're just gonna flip, but if you're not flipping, we can get a morph token.
I'm probably flipping. I'm just thinking of what I want to get back.
Sure.
Let's see what you got here. Bunch of Wraths. Some other stuff. And an A of Anticipate in your hand.
Yep.
I'm actually going to get back Gideon.
Okay. And he's got -2 on him.
Yep. Gideon. Attack Jace.
So I think I'm fine just letting Jace take 1. If we animate the Shameling Vent, we're not going to be able to protect from something like Abzan Charm. So we'll just let Jace take 1.
Okay, so it goes 4.
Yep.
I'll pass.
Alright, so that probably means secure the waste. Regardless, I think I'm just going to clear off this Dim Protector with the other end.
Sure.
Alright. Draw. I'll play and anticipate.
Okay. Actually, I can't respond to that. That's fine. If I respond, then he finds a black source. He can flashback Languish.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Jace is likely going to die. I think we actually just have to keep this. Let's see. Where's Jace might not necessarily die, depending on what you do. But I think I just need to draw some cards. You have a Gideon in hand, right?
I do. Yep.
Yeah, we just need to dig. So we're going to tick down and then Painful Truth for 3. It's going to put me to 8. Oh, wait, no, I'm dead. Can't do that. Man. I'm bad. Alright, keep this one, put the Ugin on bottom. I'm just going to tick up and say go.
Alright, I have to make a decision whether to... Let's see. So this is on 5. So if I can secure for 4... I can secure for 4... So play... I think I have to... Well, let's see. 2 cards. I think I just can't afford to have the secure get countered. Let's see. He could have a negate, I guess, unless you've already played one.
I've played one.
Alright, so he's already played a negate and a scatter, so at this point it's basically... I don't know how many negates the deck plays, probably just 1, but... I'll fetch to 12.
He plays 2, but I'm not positive.
Alright, just get a Sunken Hollow. And I'm just going to secure for 1, 2, 3, 4. Secure for 4.
Okay.
Just can't afford to. And he's already gone through a bunch of Wraths, so if we can keep Jace off the table, like we can probably keep back off his ability to Wrath me.
Yep.
So draw, play a Gideon.
Yep.
I'll make an emblem.
Yep.
And I think Jace on 1 is fine. So I'm not going to play around a spot removal spell. I'll send 3 at the Jace, 1 at you.
Yeah, that's fine. I go 9, Jace down.
And that, yeah, puts more pressure on him. I'll just play this as I go. Wish I had a Shambling Vent, but...
I will say go.
Alright, so he does have a Shambling Vent, which can eat one of our creatures, so...
Put me at 11 and 6 down to 5.
I'll attack with all.
Alright. Oh, go to 1.
Okay, that scares me. Go.
I will
dig.
Gain 4 and get back Jace.
Oh, sure.
Just need a 5.
Still end of your turn. We'll Murderous Cut the Jace.
Okay. Alright, we need to draw a land that doesn't deal us damage. Or that. And I'll say go.
So you're at 5 right now?
Yep.
Draw. Play a second Gideon.
Yeah, you got it.
Make another emblem.
I need to brick 1 turn to come back.
Get your Roadchest command and then.
Yeah,
Wrath.
if I drew a land, I mean, you drew the Gideon, so it doesn't matter, but.
Yep.
Man, Clash sucks.
Gideon is good.
Alright, so that was a pretty fun match.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of back and forth, and I don't know.
I think there were a lot of lessons to learn from my deck, at least. I'm not sure. Like, obviously, you were playing your side, so I'll let you handle that when we come to it. But from my side, I felt like Clash of Wills was pretty bad.
Sure.
Just in general, I know it's there as an early counterspell that can hit a creature or a planeswalker, and that's fine. But I think the main problem is that the mana base actually cascades into the problem of Clash of Wills. I think this deck has a few too many, or at least 1 too many of the battle lands. It has 3 Sunken Hollows and at least 2 Prairie Streams, and I felt like too many of my lands came into play tapped in the early turns of the game.
Sure.
And I think a few more basics would help alleviate that, and that would also make Clash of Wills a little bit better in the early game. I'm not a huge fan of Anticipate. I don't feel like it does enough. I feel like you should just have a bunch of spells that interact with your opponent, and if you need to hit land drops, you just have to play a ton of lands. And I know this deck already plays 27, but I was usually anticipating to try to find more land, so I think maybe you just want 28. not positive, but that just kind of feels the direction this deck maybe should go.
Yeah, a lot of times, like, if you are anticipating for a land, you might as well just have a land instead of that anticipate most of the time, because then, the tempo you waste to cast anticipate could just be used to play something else.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what we found back in the day when we were playing the Jeskai Tokens deck earlier in the year, where we had the 2, 3, 4 anticipates while testing. We never really figured out what was the correct number, and then later on, I kind of just realized that 0 was the correct number.
Yep.
And we should have just been playing an extra land the whole time. So, other than that, I think Horribly Awry is it's not very good in this matchup. You have way more spells that I want to deal with, like Gideon's and other planeswalkers like Sorin and even Omnixilus.
Yep.
And that also makes Ojai's command a little worse too. It obviously is great against Wingmate Rock and sometimes Den Protector, but after sideboard, a lot of times those cards aren't really in your deck. And the only thing I'm really doing with Ojai's command is bring a guy back, draw a card, or gain 4 life, bring a guy back, or draw a card. The real power from Ojai's command actually lies in the counter a creature spell, I think. So.
Yeah, from this side of things, Catacomb Sifter was really weak in this matchup. I imagine it's better in a matchup where Wingmate Rock's actually a good threat. Here, you don't really want to overextend into a Wingmate Rock and get Languished or Planar Outburst. Mm-hmm. So, like, Wingmate Rock just wasn't impressive, and therefore, like, the Sifters were much less impressive as well.
I don't think I would underestimate it. Like, from my perspective, it was 3 power for 3 mana, which put a pretty big clock on me.
Yeah.
And like that alongside the multiple times where he had it with Hangerback Walker actually made it so that my wraths were like, I mean, mostly it was a Hangerback Walker, but Hangerback Walker by itself, I can just take licks from it,
Yeah.
But it could have been just,
Anafenza,
any 3-drop creature, and it would have been just as good. But it wasn't bad, and I think it's significantly better than Anafenza against something like a Tarka Red, for example.
Yeah, I think it's actually really good in this deck, just not in this matchup.
Sure.
It seems like it actually does a lot of cool things for the deck, so I imagine it's very good. I just wasn't impressed by it here. Other than that, I felt like the deck was nice. Like, the mana is a little bit awkward for like these like 2.5 color Knight decks, but it's not that bad really. It's just awkward that Knight can't fetch a black source, which is really what you want to do. Like, I've played some with the Esper deck and now this deck, and like every time I just wanted to fetch like a godless shrine, basically, but you just can't. So, but still, Knight's a very powerful card, and these decks like take advantage of it pretty well with Wingmate Rock and Secure the Waste and things like that.
Yep. I mean, as you saw in all those games, if you are playing a slower control deck with a ton of answers, a lot of sweepers and stuff, and your opponent is playing a Knight of the White Orchid deck, and they're expecting to be on the draw, maybe try giving them the play. Like I've done that a couple times with my Jeskai Black deck when I'm playing against Knight of the White Orchid Green White, and sometimes you can fall a little far behind when they have an early Gideon or whatever. But if they have Knight in their deck when they're on the play, it's almost a dead card, Like you have like this deck has sweepers, but Jeskai Black has like Radiant Flames. It gives something for your like Fire Impulses to do if they don't have Warden on turn 1. Yeah, and they may even just have a completely different sideboard configuration for the play and the draw. Like, they may be more aggressive on the play with a bunch of Wardens, and on the draw they may be way more passive with things like Surge of Righteousness and just try to grind you out with card advantage. And in that scenario, you just make it so their deck doesn't do anything.
Yeah, that's definitely a reasonable idea. However, it's also just still very dangerous to do that against a Gideon deck.
Yep.
Because you can just get punished by them curving into Gideon. Especially if they don't draw, like sometimes they just don't draw a Knight, and you just like put them on the play, and they got to like curve out on you or whatever. So there's definitely danger to doing that. Like, that's one of the things that makes Knight actually a good card, is it puts your opponent under that kind of pressure.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be all for me and BBD this week. Make sure to tune in this weekend to SCG Live for coverage of Grand Prix Atlanta. I think we're going to have a bunch of pregame show stuff on Saturday morning, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe Friday night. I don't know yet.
Not sure the timetable on that.
Yeah, we're not sure on the timetables, but we will get you all the information you need on our website this week. There's going to be all sorts of articles about like Ken Crocker and Nick Miller and those guys leading up to the event. If you have any questions, feel free to contact Star City Games email address, customer service at starcitygames.com. But there's going to be all sorts of awesome stuff going on. If you can't join us, though, make sure that you're watching the coverage on SCG Live for a lot of Battle for Zendikar Limited, should be a great time.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, guys. Well, for Brian Braun-Duin, I'm Todd Anderson. Thanks for watching the Versus series on StarCityGames.com.